Yeah, President Trump, to answer your question where this came out, he was asked by a reporter if he had plans to deport your son, and he said, "I don't know, we'll have to take a look." So he seemed to be sort of, it was a thinly veiled threat. It wasn't an overt threat.
No.
One of the other things that President Trump is reported to have said is to try to explain your son's behavior. He said something along the lines of, Elon is a big-time drug addict. Do you think there's any truth in that?
Drug addict? Oh, no. Elon had, in fact, last month, when this came up, Elon went and had a public, he went and had himself checked out, and then they published the results. Of course, it was all zero and everything, zero, 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 nothing at all, nothing. Elon is the last person on earth to take drugs. He can barely handle alcohol. You know, 2 beers and he's a goner. So no. Elon is not taking drugs. That's ridiculous. But none of us are that way inclined. We're all somewhat prudish when it comes to things like that. No.
Has your son just
again, it's a question of throwing stones at each other. They're trying to throw stones, but why? I don't know. I don't think this bill is such a big deal. I mean, you need to spend money in order to rebuild the United States. You need to spend money to make money.
Sounds like you're on President Trump's side.
I just want to say, the United States can easily afford to have a national debt of 50 trillion. Easily afford it. It is such a wealthy country. It's the first world on steroids. I just spent April in the United States. Everybody is so positive. The place is perfect from one end to the other. There's not a stone, not a blade of grass out of place. Everything is so perfect. It's hard to believe in all the places I went to, which was from California to Texas. And so the United States can easily afford to have a national debt of 50 trillion, 60 trillion. What's the difference? It's an extremely wealthy country. And they don't even know what hardship is in America. No one knows what hardship is. They have no idea. 99% of the people haven't got the faintest clue what it is to do without. And that includes some of the so-called minority communities. They're so spoiled, it's ridiculous.